Family TV. Enriching lives. Regulated by the Uganda Communications Commission.
Abanga bange, abanga bange, mukoni mbalabe, mukoni muntu, kale munyenye mbalabe, munyenye luwato, basinda bagenda wala, kasoko. Ondo mutima wawe chenjewe, utawula niteka, ijamu mwana ngawe mamawe, tukazaba niteka. Ondo mutima wawe chenjewe, utawula niteka, ijamu mwana ngawe mamawe, tukazaba. Ondo mutima wawe chenjewe, utawula niteka, ijamu mwana ngawe mamawe, tukazaba niteka. Ondo mutima wawe chenjewe, utawula niteka, ijamu mwana ngawe mamawe, tukazaba niteka. Ondo mutima wawe chenjewe, utawula niteka, ijamu mwana ngawe mamawe, tukazaba niteka.
Great. It is a beautiful morning and welcome to the Coffee Break Conversation. My name is Ritah Nandera and representing Uganda on the global stage, preparing for the Miss World, and that's our focus on today's Coffee Break Conversation. She wears the crowns of with grace and intelligence and purpose. Join us as we welcome and the Miss Uganda of 2025-2026, Ritah Muhoza, to talk about her journey to Miss World stage and of course her advocacy work and how she is preparing to represent Uganda globally. We talk about from the culture pride to personal passion. It is a conversation I wouldn't want you and encourage you to be part of, and do not miss. Remind you that we are live on the YouTube channel of Church Uganda Family TV. Good morning, Miss Uganda.
Good morning, Ritah.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
You're looking so beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Briefly. So to kick off with our conversation, first tell us who is Ritah Elle Muhoza.
Well, trivia. Once again, my name is Ritah Elle Muhoza.
Okay.
I'm 23 years. I am born in October. I am the last born of 3.
Great.
I love podcasts. I love reading novels. I love praying. And I love hanging out with my friends and family. Yeah, and I love empowering women and children.
Amen.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Where are you from?
I am Ugandan. My father is Munyankolenda Muganda. My mother is born and raised in Uganda, but her parents are Rwandese. Yes.
So about your journey to become Miss Uganda, you had this passion from your childhood, or you got inspired by maybe your friends?
So when I was younger, I never ever dreamed that I would become Miss Uganda, but I always wanted to be something bigger than myself.
Yes.
So I always strived for that, but I was a very shy girl, very quiet. So when I reached, I think in 2019, I decided, I thought of it, but I never actually acted on it. But yeah, God's grace that I'm here. My family supported me. They told me that I should get out and, not be very comfortable and take up spaces. So that's why I am Miss Uganda today.
Great.
Yes.
Great. What did you want to be before maybe when you're growing up? What was your dream to become?
Well, as I said, my dream, I always wanted to be something bigger than myself. But then I studied aviation.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's, I never, when you're younger, you want to be a doctor, then you reach high school, you want to be this, then you reach, so I had so many dreams, but all I knew that my dream from the very beginning was I always wanted to be something bigger than myself. So, and that's what I've become, I think.
Great.
Yeah.
So what inspired you to join this? Because there's so many girls who admire to be like you. Maybe they never got an opportunity to become Miss Uganda for 2025, 2026. But on your side, what inspired you?
I cannot say what inspired me if I don't talk about my mother. My mother is my biggest inspiration, and she's one of the people that inspired me. She's very strong. She's strong-willed, and she always encourages us to fight for what's right. So I would say what inspired me would be my mother, for the strength that she had, even with the circumstances that she faced when she was younger. So I would say my mother is my biggest inspiration, and I just have passion for doing anything my mother is aligned with, and just helping people.
We have had so many ladies stand out for this position in Uganda, and they have represented us in different countries of this world, and they have one vision to accomplish as Muhoza. What is your vision, and what do you want to establish? Which legacy do you want to leave? What are you focusing on as a young lady, and what you are focusing on? Why did you decide to choose that? Others go for maybe advocating for early marriages, maybe so many other things, but what is your vision?
Well, my advocacy is to stop eradication of gender-based violence. And I wouldn't say gender. I don't like saying gender-based violence, because I don't want to prioritize it to only women. But I believe children and men and everyone around the world go through it. I'm not only talking about sexual violence. I talk about the violence that is going on in the world, in Sudan, in Congo, like all that violence that is very unnecessary. And I think people could be kinder. And I also believe if we empower women and children and actually create awareness in homes mostly, to know that when you do certain things in a home, you're affecting the children. And when the children grow up, they're going to do the same exact thing they have seen growing up. So I am advocating for the eradication of gender-based violence, because I believe it can be stopped and can be reduced, because I have made my research, and 1 out of 4 women actually are killed by someone they trust or someone they love. So and I believe that I'm going to create a very big legacy that is going to reduce for this year and maybe stop in the years to come.
Okay, so have you already started on this journey to ensure that you carry out these initiatives, or not yet?
Pardon?
The journey of ensuring that you advocate for the violence.
Yes, of course. The moment that I stepped into this initiative, me and the Miss Uganda Foundation, we created Elle Cares Initiative, and it's a movement that is helping thousands of children and women across Uganda. And our plan is to go to 2,300 schools. We have so far gone to about 200, I would say. And we have created the cut it out challenges in schools to actually create awareness, to get boys to understand that you have to create safe spaces for these girls, for your sisters, for people to know that, when I am with a guy, I'm not supposed to be scared because it's dark. I am safe in this place, because he also understands the power that a woman can have. So I've started already, and I'm going to do greater things. I believe.
So let us look at the journey you are already in. How has it shaped you, your personality? Initially, as a young lady, you are 22 years, and you're too young, still young. 23.
I made 23 in October.
Oh, great.
Yes.
So how has it shaped you? How has it shaped your personality?
I think this crown has shaped me in so many different ways that I never imagined. It shaped me in ways that I've understood that being teachable is the most beautiful thing. If you want to learn and want to learn every single day, want to learn about people's opinion, like also listening to people, like having the ear and having empathy to know that, okay, if I'm going through this, maybe someone else is going through it. So not judging people just by what they are doing in that moment, but actually having kindness and humility. So I've learned so many things. I've learned kindness, I've learned humility, I've learned to be very teachable, because I think it's the most important thing as a Miss Uganda. You have to be able to, if they tell you something, you're willing to learn, not willing to be like, no, I'm right.
Yes.
Understand?
Yes,
so
yes.
yeah, those are the things I would have learned.
So where you go to different places, maybe first give us a picture. How is it that behind the stage, what do you do? When you guys are going through the training?
In boot camp?
Yes.
So boot camp, I love that question. Yeah. So boot camp is one I love. Boot camp.
Okay.
Is the most, I think you learn so much from boot camp, because you don't even realize that you've changed.
Okay.
But I have my sisters find me and they always tell me, but you've changed, oh my God, like you see how you're sitting, see how you're acting, like reacting to situations. So boot camp is literally, it's like boarding school. You wake up in the morning, you go for workouts. After workouts, you clean, you cook, make breakfast. After that, you have papers in the morning and question and answers. Yeah, they're called Q&As with Miss J, and every morning at 8:30. So you have an hour to get ready and make breakfast and clean. I think 30 minutes actually. 30 minutes. Yeah. And then after at 8:30, you go in for class, and then you have classes with Miss J, the Q&As, and then after you have public speaking classes, you have etiquette classes. We had so many classes that just shape you as a young woman. And actually, when you go to Miss Uganda, you want to do something bigger than yourself, but you haven't yet deeply like seen the impact it can make. But bootcamp, we go to different communities and see situations differently, and it makes you have passion, like more passion, that even when you don't win the crown. I've seen very many girls in my year that haven't won the crown but have continued with their purposes, and I think that's a very beautiful thing. And that's all because of bootcamp. Yes.
Great. You've given us a good picture. So that brings me another question. Like, for how long do you stay in that bootcamp? I think, for how long do you stay in that place?
I think it's a month.
A month.
Yeah. It's a month. It's around a month.
A month. And you are learning. No going back home, it's just staying in there.
Let me tell you, it's very tough, because imagine going in a space where you're older and you never thought that you'd ever be in boarding school again. And now you have to go in boarding school with different people, different characters, different values, everything different. You're not thinking the same. Of course, we loved each other. Of course, in our year, we didn't have any type of drama really, but as sisters, you fight, you get misunderstandings, you not really like fighting, but you know what I mean. So it's a very interesting environment to be in.
What is the most challenging thing you have encountered ever since you joined the race?
Ever since I joined the race, from the beginning, I think I would say all those things are just background noise. Like I think I was not confident. I always didn't believe in myself. Like I always at the background, I'm like, oh my God, look at her. She's like doing the best. Like her walk is like so perfect. She's beautiful. She's smart. So just not believing in yourself. And I think also prayer helped me so much during boot camp. Like I would always pray, and I'm like, God, just give me the confidence, take away this jealousy or envy that I have on my heart, or like anything that is going to make me feel like I'm not good enough. Because so that's what I did in boot camp.
And that's what I wanted to ask you, because I've met so many young girls, I think, when it comes to competitions, they feel insecure because they look at Natasha. Natasha is beautiful. Natasha's more creative, she's more knowledgeable. Now, how about me? So, have you, which people were around you who would encourage you besides your mom? Because I'll sense that even the peer pressures, people surround you can contribute either to your success or to your failure. So, which kinds of groups of people have also added something to ensure that you win this crown?
My family. My family was very supportive. And I think God, I would say God first, like in everything. Like I literally would, because you're not going to be able to talk to your mother every single day and tell her, because she's now already stressed on your behalf. So you also feel scared to like go and tell her, oh, I'm going through this or that. But I think prayer was the most thing that helped me through boot camp. And my friends, and my friends were very supportive from the beginning. From regionals, they were always at every competition, at every event of Miss Uganda. So I would say those people are the ones who encouraged me the most.
Okay.
And myself.
And yourself.
Yes.
You always advise yourself, talk to yourself every day.
Yeah, like every time I felt like I was going to the other path of like feeling not confident, I would just be like, Shiva, you got this. Like just pray about it, and everything else is gonna come align. Yeah.
Had you encouraged some of your friends, I think in the same place, who are encountering some fears, not being confident of themselves, maybe saying I may not win, I may lose it out.
In Miss Uganda?
Yes.
I believe all of us had those days. As much as all of us wanted to win the crown, you cannot be in such a space where there are very many, 23 smart girls, 23 beautiful girls, 23 girls that have a walk that is different and unique. So you can't say that every single day of boot camp you were there thinking, oh, I'm going to be the queen. There are some days that were very tough, and you're just like, okay, I think I've messed up, I think I'm not going to win anything, so let me just try to learn and live in the moment. And I think that's also one of the things that helped me a lot. Living in the moment, not thinking so much about the crown, but just taking it a step at a time. And I think all of us had insecurities, but I think all of us faced them together, and we came out stronger.
Looking at your mamas who are in charge of you, the young ladies, have you encountered some little bit of inconveniences with them, or maybe they're so open up to you?
I wouldn't say we have got any inconveniences, because before you join Miss Uganda, you're always like, but why is Mama called Mama? Like, you don't know it until you meet her. She is a mother from the time. Like she just comes and then she just fixes you, and then she tells you, oh, don't wear this, like it's not very pleasant, you should wear this, you should do this. So she just becomes a mother by the end of the first time you meet her. Just like, oh my God, like I don't even know, like the fact that she took up this and she decided that she wanted to make women and girls be empowered, like she needs her flowers for this, for doing this over and over for years, for 12 years is crazy. So I think she deserves her flowers, and she is very smart, she's very intelligent, she likes teaching us each and every single day. Like every single day I learn something new from her. And with Miss J, she's very intelligent. She's one who teaches us, like, let me say, now Mama is a mother. She's the one who's going to take care of you and tell you, okay, don't do this, don't do that. You should do this, you should do this. And then for Miss J, she's just teaching us how life is, and how Miss World is, and how you should answer questions, and how eloquent you should be. And just encouraging us to learn more and to want to be teachable, as I said.
So just look at your personal level. What do you love doing most besides the reading of novels? Some activities. Do you like swimming?
Activities. I like swimming. I like swimming, but I'm not a professional swimmer. And recently I have loved to go to the gym. I think it's making my days better every time I go to the gym. And I would say swimming, going to the gym, listening to music, watching series, hang out with my mother, my friends, praying. So the things I love doing. I know it sounds boring, but it's not. It's not.
It's not boring.
Yeah, it's not boring, but I love it.
Great. This brings me on to another question. So far watched many of young ladies standing out for Miss Uganda, Miss Kenya, Miss World, and we look at the dress code, the way they dress, and because you are, people will say questions like, how can I expose my body to the people? Why do you get that confidence? Because we have seen several videos, maybe the way they are being dressed up, and some parents may not allow their girls or their children to go for that. But for your sake,
actually, you are wrong there. I've seen on social media very many people who don't understand pageants. Miss Universe, there is Miss Globe, and then there is Miss World.
Okay.
Miss World, you decide what to wear. You never wear bikinis. They removed that. I think they removed it like 2 years or 3 years ago.
Okay.
So Miss World doesn't have that. So Miss Uganda goes for Miss World. She doesn't go for Miss Universe or Miss Globe or Miss. I'm seeing very many people on social media asking me, "You're not going for Miss World?" I'm like, "Girl, you don't know." Like, please. You should get to know more about pageants before,
yes.
So Miss World, you decide how you dress.
Okay.
It's you who knows what your body looks good in, and it's you who decides what you want to wear.
I think we need to clarify that because it has been moving around.
Yes, I have seen it.
Questions about it. Great. So no, I think it's clear for the viewers who are out there. So it's kind of different from how
Miss World is not even about how you move. It's literally about your beauty with a purpose. That's the most important thing in Miss World, and that's why Natasha did a very good job at giving the Miss World beauty with a purpose in Miss World, because that is the most important thing in Miss World, like beauty with a purpose. What have you done? What impact have you created in your country? And what do you plan to do across the world? So that's what Miss World is about.
Great, interesting. Yes, obviously we are still talking about with a beautiful lady, Miss Uganda, and we have so many young ladies who are having so many dreams, and they are inspired by what you do, and maybe their dreams are not supported. And I think as an individual from your side, have you tried to reach out to several parents, people who are taking over these kids or these children, the young ladies, most especially the youths, who are still not knowing how the future is going to be, and how have you encouraged them from that level?
I think not only me, but all the Miss Ugandas before have encouraged women, and I would like to say youth, girls, first of all, before I talk about the boys, but girls should learn to take up spaces. Like, don't be very comfortable. Don't think that, oh, I am a girl, then I cannot be an engineer, I cannot be a doctor, all I can do is pageants. Like, such misconceptions are what makes the world not develop. And I think if you allow women to take up spaces and girls to take up spaces, and allow girls to actually be doctors and be engineers and do all these things, let them take up spaces. Don't be like, oh, also there are very many misconceptions about Miss Uganda. Like, you tell a parent, oh, I'm going for Miss Uganda, oh, she's Miss Uganda, and the first thing they're going to think, oh, she's a slay queen, or she's like some people think that. And Miss Uganda is so much more than that. You can be a beautiful girl who can do her makeup and her hair and dress nice and be very smart and intelligent and want to take care of people and have humility and have passion for empowering women and men and children. You understand? So a woman can do all these things in one, because a woman is what raises children. So if you raise a man to be an engineer, why can't you raise a woman to be an engineer or a girl? Understand? So I think just misconceptions, and just to, I also would like to say our parents should learn more about what the new world is about.
That's true.
Not to go in the wrong side of what the new world is about, but to go to the right side, because I believe you can use social media for the right thing. You can be Miss Uganda and do all Miss Ugandas have always done the right thing. So I think if you just allow your children to say, this is what I want to do, guide them, so then this is wrong, this is this, but you can try this. If you want to be a content creator, do it in this way. Don't do it in the way of going and doing the wrong thing. You understand? So I just think we should get more awareness about things, and just allow girls and children to take up spaces, really.
You mentioned about something which is kind of crucial and I think important, the social media part. But we have seen that the social media in this generation has caused more harm than good. What is your say about it?
I think social media there is the positive side of social media, and then there is the negative side of social media. But I think because social media is not the thing that is wrong, it's us the people. You understand? So if we decide and say social media should be about kindness, let's be positive, because why are you going under someone's video and being negative about it? And then you make them get depressed, and then you make them take drugs, and then because all these things sometimes usually start from the comments that someone has read from their social media. Then they start to drink, and they start to smoke, then they start to do this because of just that one comment you've said. So people should just be more kind and just be positive, like pray. because I don't believe negativity comes from God. So if you believe in God, why are you going on someone's video and commenting something mean? Like, and I think social media right now is something that can bring so much influence, so much money with people. And if people take up those spaces and use them for the right thing, like people will have so much money, because I believe digital skilling right now is what is making money all over the world. So
that's right.
Yeah.
Have you encountered some of the can I call them the comments? You know, most of the times social media, you hear comments of people like when people post your video and how these and the likes and the comments. I think she doesn't deserve that. How have you managed?
Well, for me, I think, first of all, I stopped the background noise. The background noise, I never listened to it. And secondly, trying to, like, maybe I would say the worst comments that we have got is trying to make us pin ourselves against each other. And it's like we are friends and we know, you know someone personally. So you know that whatever they're saying about them is not true. So it's like we have been together through this and we're like, no, like yesterday, I think someone commented and they said Agatha is the one who showed me she second runner up. And she's like, oh, you see what this person is commenting? Because Agatha looks at comments so much because she's multimedia and is photogenic, so she likes those things. So she shows me, she's like, oh, have you seen they're saying, what did they say? They said something about her deserving the crown and something about why I didn't go for Miss World or Miss Universe. Like, she's always saying, she's like, why are these people so, well, like, what's wrong with them? And I'm like, if you're going to be there and dwell on people's comments, you will not have peace. Just let it be. And she likes, like, to explain. I'm like, you don't need to explain to them, like, because even though you explain today, you have to explain tomorrow and the next and the next day. Like, someone is going to have an opinion regardless. So if that's their opinion and that's how they think and that's how they feel, there is nothing you can really do about it. As long as you know yourself as the person that you are, and you know you're kind, and you know you're this, and you know you deserve the crown. So that's their opinion. Okay,
let's get into a quick commercial break. We are still with Miss Uganda Trivia Muhoza. Yes, Miss Uganda 2025-2026. And we're going to come back and we'll ask you a question why you are not going for Miss World. But first, we think you're going for the Miss World. Are you?
I am going for Miss World.
You are going for the Miss World, and that's what we're going to tackle after the quick commercial break.
This is Church of Uganda Family TV. Enriching lives. Regulated by the Uganda Communications Commission. This is Church of Uganda Family TV. Enriching lives. Regulated by the Uganda Communications Commission.
And welcome back from the quick commercial break. I do believe we have young ladies who are watching this program and you are inspired by the story of the Miss Uganda of 2025-2026. That's Trivia Muhoza. And right about now we want to look at the part of how is she preparing to go for the Miss World. And I do believe Miss World, all ladies from all the corners of the world, different countries, they are all eagerly preparing for that position.
Yes.
From your side, first tell us.
How I'm preparing?
How are you preparing for that?
Well, we're not only preparing for the competition, but we're preparing for the movement.
For the movement, yes.
And me with the Miss Uganda Foundation, of course, we have created Elle Cares initiative. That is an initiative that is helping communities and women and children and men as allies to stop violence in the country. And we are going to schools because preparing for Miss World isn't only like modeling and going for modeling training. You have to create impact in your country. So, and that's what we're focusing on, eradicating for gender-based violence. And that's what we're working on.
So what do they consider
Miss World?
Miss World, yes.
It's the same thing as Miss Uganda. Just Miss Uganda does the same exact thing, but teach you to now understand how you're going to act on a global stage.
Maybe the difference, you can tell us the difference, how they did the other side.
Yeah, so I have never attended, but what I have made research on, it's about the impact you've made in your country, beauty with a purpose, and just being able to go speak for the world. Like if you go to the UN, are you going to be able to speak for the world and actually say this and this is wrong and you want to do this in the world today? So I think that's what they look at in Miss World.
That's what they look at. And the languages, do they consider the languages that you speak?
No.
Or initially
it's just about your beauty with a purpose. Miss World is about your beauty with a purpose.
Okay, so how are you balancing your personal life, national duties, and preparing for the global stage?
Well, my personal life is now Miss Uganda as well. So my personal life, I haven't really, how can I say it? Like, I think it's now one. I have no choice but to make it one. I still do the things that I was doing before, like speaking to my friends. I used not to do much, so but then I do so much of my advocacy and I travel a lot, going to different areas in Uganda. So it's not really, I don't really get the time to like sit down and be like, have a whole day to myself. But yeah, I'm learning.
You're learning. So let's look at the part of the Ugandan culture and the heritage that you are most excited to share on the Miss Uganda. What aspects are those?
Well, that's a very nice question. First of all, no one has asked me that before. I think one of the heritages of Uganda I would take would be the food, the amazing food that we have.
Because in Uganda?
I love matoke.
Matoke.
I really, really love matoke. What's funny is everyone is complaining that she's not a Uganda, but I love matoke and I don't like ishabwe. I'm sorry, but I really like. It's not even about tribes anyway. But I like matoke. I like the culture. I like food. I like chapati. Like that's my favorite thing. Like I would eat chapati in the morning, evening, lunch, dinner. Yeah, and then one of the other thing I think it would be the kwanjula. Like I believe kwanjulas are very interesting because you bring two. You're not only putting two people together, but you're bringing a different community with a different community together and just have love and peace. That's amazing. And I think that's what also Miss Uganda does. Like you're bringing two, like also Miss World, you're bringing 100 different countries, very many different countries across the world together to create change in the world. So I think that's the same thing as a Kwanjula. Yeah, so those are the two things I would take to the global stage.
You mentioned about the food, and it's my first time to hear Miss Uganda talking about food, because others adopt for other things. Is the food for Uganda safe?
Pardon?
Is our food still for Uganda?
Yes.
And it's much better. And
I think I have not traveled a lot in my life, but the countries I've gone to, I would still say Uganda has the best food. Like has the best food 100%.
Okay, and what message do you hope to send to the world about Uganda? Uganda has so many things we have done, and many countries hear about us. But what one message would you send to the world about this country?
I think we are one of the most hospitable countries.
That's right.
In Africa.
That's right.
And those are one of the things I would like to show the world. And again, as I said, the food and the culture, the different cultures that we have across the northern cultures, the different dances they have. And the tribes in Uganda are so many. So it's like the culture across the world, and the fact that we can all come together and just be one is also very beautiful. So I would say those three things.
Those three things. What other thing have you seen in our country that you think there is a need for change in this nation? Because I don't want to talk about the negativity, but I think you've been in this country for quite a long time, and this is your homeland. But which two things do you suggest that there is need of change, and you're calling for maybe the government of Uganda, people who are responsible, to see that they really take care of this? The two things, that maybe the three that you would love to share with us?
I think I would say two things. The one that I've seen that has been constant is the tribalism in Uganda. I think it's very unnecessary, and I think, people call upon the government, but sometimes the government is not even the problem.
Yeah.
It's us as human beings, like the tribalism in Uganda. The second thing I would say is the incident that happened in town recently, the floods and damaging people's property and places. Like, I feel like, why build in a place that is a swamp? Like, certain things people should do better and think not only of the money you're going to gain from it, but what if this happens, how it's going to affect everyone else. So I think I would say those two things.
The tribalism you mentioned about it, what would be the main cause? You've said that the problem is not with the government, but with the citizens. How does it start about, and why?
What do you want to do, Rita? Why are you making me talk too much? Anyway, I think I really don't want to say my opinion. But it's kind of also goes back to the government. I think some people feel like government officials are this tribe or that tribe.
Because the person knows that most of the West and from the West and have taken over, and I think they look at this thing that you can go to an office to get a space, maybe work, and if you're from their side, you can give.
Also, I think that mentality of wanting to go to a place and you're like, but no, but what about only that tribe?
Yes.
Why are you thinking like that? Why don't you go and try before you make a comment about it? You understand? Like, I think also people get so scared about the background noise. As I said, very many people get scared about the background noise. Like, you're hearing, only this tribe is in the government, so me, I can't go and contest. Why aren't you going to contest? Go and contest and see if you want win. You understand? And then also certain tribes feeling that they're bigger than the others. And it's not necessarily like we're all human beings, we're all coming from the same country. Why are we trying to create? You understand? Like, those things are very unnecessary. And I think if we come together as Ugandans and say, I don't care if she's Munyankole, I don't care if she's Muganda, I don't care if she's from the north, I'm still going to love her regardless of her tribe. I've heard people say, a tribe so was you understand? Like, certain things are just like, you just have to have humility. Like, people need to be more kind. People need to have humility and understand someone's culture before you judge it, and remove those stereotypes that people have.
Talk about the behaviors, the characters of girls, when it comes to maybe coming to stand up for this position, Miss Uganda, maybe any other places, even in the communities that we're living in, the grooming of the young girls. We have seen that most girls, they do not have manners, maybe how they talk, how they dress up, they have no respect, because they know, So as Miss Uganda of 2025-2026, what is your take point about that? You've been nurtured by your family, your mother, and in peace, yes, look at that.
100%. I was raised by the Buganda culture, actually. I kneel when my father, that's how his family was, very cultured. And I think, first of all, I wouldn't say it's a problem for only the girls. I think also the boys create a problem for the girls to do certain things. Like, if you're to sleep with a girl and she gets pregnant and now she becomes a teenage mother, everyone is going to be like, the girl went and slept around. There are no consequences for the boy. Why? You understand? Like, we should all learn to take accountability of certain situations. Stop thinking that just because for you you're not going to get a physical something physical that's going to show that you actually gave birth, you're now going to mistreat the other gender but it's you who has made her pregnant, it's you who has put her in this position. Why can't you take care of her? And then I'll tell the girls to dress how they want to be addressed, how you want to be addressed. The moment, the truth of the fact is, the first impression is everything. When someone sees you, the way you're dressed in that moment is how they're going to perceive you.
That's right.
So if you're dressing in a short dress, expect someone to be like, you understand? It is wrong of the man to do that, very wrong of him to do that, but then think about yourself as well. So that's why I'm saying it's two everyone is accountable for these situations. Like the way someone is dressing and you doing that, or you raping someone and be like, oh, it's because she was wearing something short. What do you mean? If it's a baby girl, you're still going to rape her because she's wearing something short, but she's a baby. She's supposed to live in the like she's supposed to be a child. Let her be a child. So like such things are the ones that actually get me very heated, because I don't like when men blame women or when women blame men. If you come together and take accountability of all the issues that you're bringing to yourselves, then everything else would like work out. I believe certain things are very easy to solve if just all of us take accountability and know that it's not only the woman's fault, it's not only the man's fault, but it's both our faults. Yeah, so that's what I would say.
Great. We'll look at the Western influence. I think it has taken over 90% to this country. And do you think that Uganda's culture has now been deemed as Miss Uganda, or you think there is something that can be done?
I think we need to teach our little siblings, because I always say everything else roots from children. So if we teach children from a young age to love their culture, to grow up and know about their culture and know their languages and know their mother tongues, like everything else would just, the Western culture wouldn't have taken so much from us. So the Western culture is not 100% bad or wrong, because it's bringing certain things in the world and things that are helping us as human beings, but we need to stand up and be like, okay, yes, as well as the Western culture is good, I still want my daughter to know that this is how they tie a gomesi, this is how they dress, this is the hand to put on the mushalana, I understand, or this is how you greet, or this is the food, our staple food, this is how you greet. Like, you know, in Miss Uganda, our mama said in pre-selection, she said, but I don't understand this generation, no one knows about their culture, because very many of us came and very many girls just knew English. They didn't know their mother tongue. So it's like, why, how? But I also think it comes from schools, because most times in Uganda I've seen that very many children are in boarding school. So now you can't even blame it on the parents themselves. Maybe at home you're speaking Luganda, at school you're going to go there, they're like, no local language. If you speak a local language, you're going to cane you, or you wear a bond. I've seen all those things in schools. So I think just making sure that your child, it starts from home. Everything starts from home. So if you teach your child to love their culture and know that, you know, this is my culture, I love it, I want to know more about it. I think also, why do people think that being cultured is uncool? Like, sometimes we're just like really
our generation, the Gen Zs, you know them.
Gen Zs, us. I'm also a Gen Z. Do I look old?
Not really.
But I think just loving our culture and
So talk about your education background. First, give us a journey, just a bit. Then I'll ask you one quick question as we are closing up this segment.
Okay, so primary, nursery, I was at City Nursery, Yankulabye. Primary, I went to Namembe Infant first, then Nakasero Primary School, then Namembe Parents. Then high school, I went to Serema Christian High School, and I went to Chisubi High School. And university, I went to Uganda Aviation Academy. That's where I got my diploma and degree. Yes.
We look at the education system of our country and the new curriculum that we are in. Is it much favorable than for the past years that we have been working into?
I think it is favorable. Is the new curriculum the one where you choose certain subjects to do? I think it is very favorable, because sometimes as a child you're going to learn 12 different subjects. You reach O level and then you choose 2 subjects. But if we're given a chance from a young age to know, okay, I'm very good at SST, let me focus on this, and I actually learn more about it. By the time you reach O level and university, you're going to get, I think, something that you're 100% sure that I'm going to get my degree the moment. Like, I'm not going to fail, I'm not going to get any retakes. Like, certain things, certain times, we tend to study so much that it's unnecessary. I'm not saying all the subjects are wrong. I'm saying that if I am to decide to do 5 subjects that I'm very good at, I'll perfect them and do the best in them. So I think it's a good curriculum.
We have young girls or young boys who think not finishing their education is the end of them, it's the end of the world. What is your view about it, and what advice do you compel them to do?
I think I would say, I don't know, but I think alternative education is very good these days. Like learning different skills besides the degree you've got, learning a skill, like let me say a digital printing, like digital skilling, literally, is bringing more jobs these days. Because these days, if we're being truthful, you will do law for how many years? 5 years.
Yeah.
You will leave school. What is the chance that you're going to actually get a job?
Get a job.
So
Yes.
if we focus, yes, on the degree you're getting, I don't want to say that is wrong, but learn a skill or two. Go and study something close. So if you stop in senior 4 and you feel like the world is an end, then you don't know what you're doing, because you can stop in senior 4. I've seen very many children that have stopped, people that have stopped in senior 4 and are succeeding in life.
Yes.
Like, you can stop in senior 4 just because let me say, things happen, right? Money or financial things.
Yeah.
And you decide, okay, let me go and learn a skill. Let me learn content creation. Let me do this. Let me do that. Like, there's so many things that bring in money these days that don't necessarily come from a 9-to-5 job. Yeah.
I think also the mindset change. I don't know.
Yes.
What
Also
is it
mindset.
about it? Yes.
Also mindset change. Our parents like saying, oh no, some of the degree of nene, the other one, actually, like PhD
Yeah,
degree,
the
like that.
masters.
They focus so much on that they forget that, yes, okay, I'm going to do the degree, the diploma, the master. By the time I finish, I'm how old? 26. And then I look for a job.
Yeah.
For a whole year, I've not got a job. By the time someone finishes, that whole year wasting it, sitting at home because they have nothing to do. You understand? So also, our parents, I think, should learn that nowadays money isn't coming from a 9-to-5 job.
That's true.
It's coming from the business that you have on the side, from the jewelry, from the clothes you're selling, from digital creation. So yeah, just mindset change, as you said.
Mindset change. Lastly but not least, talk about the early marriage, early marriages, and among the young people. And what is the way forward? Do you think it will ever end?
I think it can end.
It can end.
I think it can definitely end. I have seen it so much. I don't want to say, but I have seen it so much in certain areas in Uganda, and it's so sad that you, even like me, if someone invites me to a wedding and you're marrying a 16-year-old, I will not attend. I cannot attend because what do you mean you're marrying a 16-year-old? She doesn't even know what marriage is or what she's going to do in the marriage. So, like, I don't understand. And most times, the rich, I would say, marry off their boys to like a girl from like a poor background or something because she's pretty, and they bring her. And I'm like, what's the point? Would you want your girl the way you've made your big son? Okay, now your daughter, if she was young and 16 years old, would you want her of 15 or 14? Would you want her to get married at that age to a 30-something man or to a 20-something man? Like, certain times, as I said, I think kindness is what will change the world most. If people just learn to have humility and put yourself in someone else's shoes and know that, okay, would I want my daughter to be in this situation? Would I myself want to be in the situation? I understand certain times it's how our parents grew up. They also did that for them. So now they don't know any other thing. But I think they should learn to unlearn certain stereotypes about in cultures or so like it's a very wrong thing, and I think it's going to change because Hannah did a very good job in her area when she advocated for early marriage, like eradication of early marriages. And I think with time people will learn, and I believe the new generation knows how like it's wrong. So I believe it's going to change.
Great. So what is your last message to the viewers out there, and what should they expect from you?
They should expect me to represent Uganda in the best way possible, not only with myself, but representing myself. I will be there. They will not be calling Muhoza Trivia, they'll be calling Uganda. So just for their support, to download the Miss World app and actually follow up with all these things that are going to be happening. That's what I would say.
And the legacy you hope to leave for Miss Uganda?
I'm going to leave a legacy with the Cut It Out and Elle Cares initiative. And yesterday we did one of very many things that was very beautiful. We were part of people, Cleanet, who have created the first pad dispensers in Uganda today. And I think those other initiatives we need to fund and actually acknowledge. And so I believe we're going to leave a legacy that is very beautiful, an amazing one.
Okay, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much, Rita. I loved it.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for being part of this beautiful conversation. Yes, there is hope for you. There is hope for me. Not to give up and get to know that you will not fail. It calls for persistence, being confident, and also putting God as your first priority. Allow us to wish you a blessed Friday. See you then. Bye-bye.